What's up, Taiwan? I'm Sandy Chi with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan has lifted its sea warning for Typhoon Mawar. The storm brought heavy rain and rough seas while it was off Taiwan's east coast, as John Van Triest reports.
The first typhoon of the season is here. Typhoon Mawar is now off Taiwan's east coast. The storm won't hit the country's main island directly, and it's been weakening. But weather conditions caused by the typhoon have already taken 2 lives, both children who were swept out to sea by high waves. Now, officials aren't taking any chances. Late on Tuesday, the eastern county of Hualien closed off mountain roads that can be dangerous in stormy weather. And on Wednesday, schools were closed on Green Island and Lanyu, islands closer to the storm. Forecasters expect heavy rain and strong winds throughout the country as Mawar passes and moves north towards Japan.
台湾的西侧，因为地形效应的影响，有一些深红色的区块。
Until the storm passes, weather officials are urging people to stay away from the coast to keep the typhoon's death toll from climbing any further. John Su and John Van Triest for TaiwanPlus.
Asia's largest computer expo is underway in Taipei. This year, by far the main talking point has been artificial intelligence. But there's been a host of other tech developments since the last expo in 2019. Sam Robbins takes a look.
Asia's largest computing expo is back in business. Over 3 days, Computex will see over 1,000 manufacturers showcasing their tech at more than 3,000 booths in Taipei.
At this year's Computex, everything from gaming to education to healthcare and audio is on display. Each booth here is showing off the latest developments in software and hardware or firmware. And with artificial intelligence on the top of the agenda, so many industries are being transformed. But it's not just AI that's on display here.
Bluetooth is unveiling Auracast, a new audio feature. They say it can turn any device into a broadcasting station and allow the connection of multiple wireless headphones. The company are confident that this will have broad appeal, but its origins are a little more specialized.
It actually came about because the hearing industry came to the Bluetooth Special Interest Group looking to solve the assistive listening challenge. So they came to us to, one, standardize hearing aids, and two, create a assistive listening system using Bluetooth technology.
Another feature this year is the metaverse and immersive gaming experiences. Many new tools are working to bring players into the game through virtual reality technology. These same tools are also transforming the way people work. Augmented reality lets warehouse workers quickly learn about storage spaces, or give surgeons greater control of their instruments. In the not-so-distant future, VR could even make its way into convenience stores.
你想象便利商店以前不是有休息区吗？那我们现在 create 一个空间，你什么设备都不用带，你只要带你的手机进去，那里面可以上网，然后可以用 VR 设备，甚至你可以直播、唱歌、办公都可以。
Another trend, accommodating people who work remotely, something millions were forced to do during the pandemic. The increase in remote work has led to a boom in VR, allowing some workers to do their jobs almost anywhere. And now that Computex is back, companies making VR goods are more eager than ever to show off their devices to the public. Tsai and Sam Robbins for TaiwanPlus.
A SpaceX capsule carrying a crew of private astronauts has splashed down off the coast of Florida.
AX-2 is back on Earth.
AX-2 is an abbreviation of the mission name. 4 astronauts, including the first ever Arab woman to go into orbit, have been on an 8-day research mission to the International Space Station. It was the second mission funded by private firm Axiom Space. NASA has been working with private companies to make space travel more accessible to businesses. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is in China to discuss the development of electric vehicles. Musk met with China's industry minister on Wednesday after meeting with Foreign Minister Qin Gang the day before. Qin's office quoted Musk as saying Tesla is willing to expand its China business. The ministry also says Musk opposes the world decoupling into several incompatible markets. Musk is expected to visit Tesla's huge Shanghai factory, the first of its kind outside the United States. Tuvalu's Foreign Minister Simon Kofe has arrived in Taiwan. The Pacific Island nation is one of Taiwan's 13 remaining diplomatic allies. Kofe is visiting for 6 days, during which he'll meet with President Tsai and Foreign Minister Joseph Wu. He will also witness the signing of 3 agreements on training diplomats, technical exchanges, and legal assistance. All members of the Constitutional Court picked by one president. To many, this probably doesn't sound very democratic, but it's now the case in Taiwan, and as Bing Wang reports, the country's constitution actually allows it.
These 4 people have just been nominated by President Tsai to Taiwan's Constitutional Court, the highest judicial body in the country. They're meant to replace the 4 judges who have come to the end of their 8-year term, the last remaining justices appointed by Tsai's predecessor, Ma Ying-jeou. If all 4 nominees are confirmed by the legislature, then all 15 justices would have been nominated by President Tsai. Former President Ma Ying-jeou, a member of the Kuomintang or KMT, also had a court entirely nominated by him, because his predecessor's nominations were blocked by an opposition-held legislature, which was then the KMT. So when Ma was sworn in, he filled the gaps in the court. Despite this, the KMT are now criticizing the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, on its nominations.
蔡总统这样子用人唯亲，的确是中华民国司法的悲哀。
The DPP responded saying it's just a coincidence that Tsai got to nominate a whole court.
他必然的会跟大法官他的这个届期这8年是重复的，所以这个我外面有一些是误解。
Law experts maintain this is constitutional.
If there is a single party won the election for the president as well as for the legislative yuan, then that means the people in this country give a lot of power to that single party.
But scholars say this will not result in a loss of checks and balances. And the next president, if re-elected for a second 4-year term, will also get the chance to nominate an entire court. The only way this would change is if a president only serves a single term. The confirmation hearing for the 4 nominees begins in 2 weeks, and as Tsai Ing-wen's 2-term presidency draws to a close, she could see a court filled with judges appointed by her. Liang Lian and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
The government has opened a new office aimed at fighting scammers in Taiwan. The anti-fraud office was launched under the government's executive branch on Wednesday. It's part of an initiative recently announced by Premier Chen Jianren. Former Taoyuan Deputy Mayor Li Xianming will lead the office, which will coordinate police efforts with 4 other government agencies. Members of the main opposition Kuomintang have criticized the plan, saying it doesn't solve the problem. Last year, Taiwan recorded nearly 30,000 cases of fraud. Ground crew of Taiwanese airline EVA Air protested outside the company's headquarters on Tuesday, saying they've been forced to spend long periods away from home. The protesting Evergreen airline services staff are based in southern city of Kaohsiung, but they're often sent north to Taoyuan, where Taiwan's main airport is located, up for a month at a time. The protesters said the frequent relocations have negatively affected their home life. The company said it hopes its Kaohsiung staff can work locally more when passenger numbers at the city's airport recover from the pandemic. Talks between staff and management are set for next week. Staff at Taiwan's biggest freight company are celebrating after receiving massive mid-year bonuses. Evergreen Marine has given payouts worth about 10 months of salary, an average of $20,000. The company has made huge profits in the last few years as demand for freight services skyrocketed during the pandemic. The hefty mid-year bonus was smaller than the company's last year in bonus, which was nearly 4 years' worth of salary. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of Lebanon's Sursok Museum, open again after being badly damaged in Beirut's 2020 port explosion. I'm Sandy Chi. Take care and see you next time.